I'm back again. Yes, we're back in Torrevieja. We're going to do a walking tour around Torrevieja back streets. Of course, one of the popular destinations on the Costa Blanca. But today we're going to be talking about why so many Brits that move back to the UK are after living in Spain. Of course, you know, it's paradise. So we know people come here because of the warm climate. 360 days, we've got the best beaches here in Spain, all blue flag. Yeah, we've got wonderful places to visit. We've got markets that are cheaper to buy your vegetables and your fruit and veg. And of course we've got the al fresco dining, which is really famous for. People go out and they get the old tapas in the bars and the cheap deals and menus of the day. And also you've got the cheap property. So why is people leaving Spain and going back to the UK or their own countries? So we're going to discuss that today. We're going to go through all the reasons why, and there's quite a lot of reasons, so it's not all doom and gloom, because there's many people that are leaving Spain. We've got the same amount of people coming to Spain. I've been in Spain 9 years, so I've experienced what's been going on here. I've seen all the changes and what the main problem was, and of course we're going to discuss that, so make sure you watch it to the end, and of course going to tell you exactly what you need if you do want to come and live in Spain. So there's actually 4,000 UK Brits actually living in Spain right now, but as many as people that are actually living in Spain, the same amount of people that are coming is exactly the same people going, because it all started, of course, Brexit. The biggest killer of it all was Brexit, because before Brexit it was absolutely buzzing here in Torrevieja, Costa Blanca. All the bars were rammed every day. Of course, Brexit come along and it caused the uncertainty amongst people, because you can only stay now 90 days with 180 days. And a lot of Brits had their second homes in Spain, as you know, and they come over here and they stayed 2 or 3 months of the year. And this caused a big problem amongst the pensioners as well, because with the old Brexit, the old pound dropped drastically. You were getting 142 before the old dreaded vote come along, and once the vote come in, of course the pensioners were then worried, because a lot of them been here years and not even applied for residency or anything like that. Of course, we was in the EU, it was free movement. So yeah, once you get a bit older and you've got all these problems going on, their pension was getting taxed away even now because of the high tax in Spain and the bad pound. So yeah, they lost a lot of money. So straight away, all the pensioners went back. So that was the first problem. And then of course you've got the other people here who of course wasn't resident, the same thing, and it was under the radar. So yeah, being under the radar, you could get away with it a little bit and you can get a job here and you can sort of survive. Once Brexit came along, bars started closing, place come like a ghost town for a little while, and everyone had to shoot back home. But people come here and they plan to move. They say, yep, we're going to go to Spain, up sticks with their family, and they come to this part of Spain and they decide to make a go of it. But it doesn't work for everyone, of course. Not everyone has plenty of money, and a lot of them come here with just a few thousand in their pocket and open a bar. Well, I've seen it open and close every year, a new bar, a new name, and people end up going back home because they've run out of money. The unemployment in Spain is really awful. Trying to get a job here is not good. So if you do come here and you try and make a go of it, you've got to make sure you've got enough money in the bank. And I've seen it. They've come and they've only lasted a couple of years, because the biggest problem in Spain is, unlike any other country, especially in the UK, when you come self-employed, it's pretty simple really. You put in your tax returns at the end of the year and you just declare what you earn, and then you work out what you got left to pay. In Spain it works a lot more different to that, and very expensive. So if you do register self-autonomo here, this is where the problem is, because you're paying €400 minimum a month. That includes your accountant, and that's before you start paying any tax at all. So before you start earning any money, it's going to cost you €400 a month. Yeah, it's not good, eh? And then of course, if you've got a rent, you're paying like €300 or €400 a month for your rent. It all adds up, doesn't it, eh? And this is the problem, because as soon as the work dries up, your money starts to dry up. And being in Spain, you can't just get free healthcare. So yeah, people that just come over here and they start giving it a go, which they all did. They all flew over and said, yeah, we're going to give it a go in Spain. But in Spain you have to have private healthcare, and it ain't cheap. You're looking at about 1,000 a year. and that is for like one of the top covers that actually gives you the actual residency, because they won't let you take any Mickey Mouse cover out, so you have to have one of the best residency going. So yeah, people are leaving Spain for lots of different reasons. People just come over here and think, yeah, great, nice and hot, we'll pop over to Spain and we'll make a go of it. Yeah, but it's like I say, Brexit was the main killer of all. This is the one that caused all the problems. Today's Sunday, and as you can see, people are out at the bars at 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, Torrevieja does have a mixed nationality, and we tend to just have the holiday makers here, and of course a mixture of the people that actually live here. Of course, it wasn't just Brexit that caused a lot of the problems as well for the people that did come here, and they just got in here just after Brexit. Then of course we had the COVID, and that caused another lot of problems. So the people that actually made the move, and then COVID come along, and then we were in lockdown for 2 years. Of course, destroyed people's businesses and income, and that wiped a lot of people out. And people come here, like I say, with their family, and it just doesn't work out. Kids don't settle in school, and it's not the dream for everybody, is it, eh? And a lot of these countries, you can probably work in there nice and comfortable, but Spain's very hot. 360 days of sunshine, and that is exactly what it is. I mean, you're talking about from May to September, over 30 degrees in them months, trying to work outside. People just can't handle the heat, it's just too much for them. But on the flip side, it's not all doom and gloom, because the people that have made the move have done it all right. They've come with the money, they've done the research, which is the most important thing, is doing the research, becoming legal, getting your residency, and checking everything out. Other people have turned up here with a few £1,000, put it in the bank, and hoping to live the dream. But out here, the banks are not free. That's another thing people don't understand. You're going to be paying a quarterly charge here, €40, just for having a bank account. So it all adds up, doesn't it? Self-employed. If you're a one-man band, it's going to cost you €400 a month. You're getting money coming out of the bank, you've got your electric, your water, all your normal bills. If you've got plenty of money and you do it properly and you get your business up and running, it's not a problem, because you won't need private healthcare when you're self-employed. That's the bonus of it. It will cover you and your wife. Because you're paying into the system, they'll also give you a Spanish pension as well. So there are some benefits. But for a lot of people, they just don't like the high tax here, because it's over 21% and everything's tax. And that does scare a lot of people off. I've been here 9 years, absolutely love it. I've seen the menus of the day from $6.95 shoot up as much as $13.95 now. But it's, of course, we've had Brexit, we've had COVID, we've had everything, all the economical crisis around the world. So things never stay as cheap as they are. I've discovered the markets, you get your cheap fruit and veg. Get out and about, beautiful weather, you can go out every day, walk around. So it's cheap living, good exercise, and I live the dream. But it's not for everyone, I'm afraid. But if you are considering to come and you do want to make that move, as you know, you've got to go through the visa system now, and you've got the free visas. You've got the digital nomad, which is one of the popular ones. And it's not cheap now, because before Brexit you only needed €30,000 in the bank, and being in the EU you didn't have no questions answered, you have no worries about anything. But now we're not in the EU, it's not as easy. You can only stay the 90 within 180 days. So becoming a resident, you've got to get your NIE sorted out, and you've got to apply for the proper visas. Incidentally, it only takes a month. But you've got to make sure you haven't got a criminal record and you're in good health and you ain't carrying no viral diseases. They reckon like the monkeypox and SARS and all things like that, because they won't let you in if you're carrying diseases and you've got a bad criminal record. You need an income of a month of €2,259 and of course 60 cents. That is your family income. You must have coming every month. You've got to have proof of that in your bank, that you've got enough money to support yourself. So of course, if you're a pensioner and you want to come here, it's not a problem. You get your health all sorted out with your S1 with the health tax office, not a problem now, but you still got to have enough money to come in. And of course, that works out, if you're a single person, €564 a month. It's just a one-man band. So yeah, got to have enough proof that you've got enough to support yourself and you've got the health care. So very important, if you do want to come in and you do want to live the dream, is consult a lawyer that will sort everything out. They will get your NIE for you, sort your bank account out, and if you're buying an house, they will deal with everything basically. They will sort out all your bills and everything that's direct debit with the banks. So yeah, people leaving Spain going back is not all that bad, because you're only hearing one side of the story. And me being here for 9 years, I've seen it. I've seen people come and go. It's same everywhere, isn't it, eh? I reckon the whole Spanish economy is going to decline by 9.4%. 9.4% in the next 50 years, because the Spanish are only having 1.2 children. I don't know how they work that out. I know you can get one child. I don't know where the 0.2 comes from. But yeah, that's the average amount of children. So yeah, less sex going on, more foreigners coming in, and Spanish population declining by 9.4% in 50 years time. But I'm not going to be here to find out. So if you're thinking of making a dream and you're retired and you've got enough money coming in that I've just mentioned, you haven't got any problems whatsoever. So if you're thinking of coming to Spain and you're retired, not a problem, pretty easy for you. You just get the S1 form, have enough money coming in, you can come and live the dream. But other than that, anybody else that wants to come here, you can work remotely from home. You can have a company and come here, but you cannot work in Spain, but you can work remotely from Spain. That is with one of the visas. The digital nomad is the popular one they're all going for. But there are all different visas which can work all different ways. And then you can come and take a nice walk along the old promenade here on the Costa Blanca, Torrevieja, 10 o'clock in the morning, and you can see how the other half live. Oh yeah, that is the reason why people are leaving Spain. Like I say, a lot of it's to do with the money, exchange rates, and of course all the bureaucracy now since the Brexit. But for the ones already here and gone through the system correct, it's not a problem. But yeah, let us know what you think. Did you come and make the big move, or are you thinking of making the move to paradise? If you visited Spain before and you're thinking of making that move, my advice is definitely hire a lawyer and get it all done properly, and definitely make sure you do your own work and know exactly where you want to go, what schools your kids are going to go to, and that you've got enough money to last. Otherwise you'll be back in the UK with the rest of them. But not everyone moved back to Spain. If you come here before Brexit and you've done it properly and gone through the right procedures, people are living the dream. But if you want to live the dream, you're going to have to do it properly and contact the proper people to do the proper things for you, and make sure you do your own work.